right, so I am here with my friend from high school, Angela Cherubin. And today we are going to be talking a little bit about her experience as a child whose family is of Haitian descent. So, Angela, our class is called Immigrant Families, and specifically, we focus on in this class just different challenges that families of immigrant families face when acculturating to American society. And this week, specifically, we're focusing on Afro Caribbean families. Our reading talks specifically about Haitian immigrants, Jamaican immigrants, Puerto Rican, and just some other families. And today I'm interviewing Angela specifically because she is a child of immigrant families who come from an Afro-Caribbean country. And so I want to start by asking you, Angela, just to introduce a little bit or just tell us a little bit about your family.
Okay. My family is from Haiti. Well, my parents are from Haiti, born and raised in Haiti, and I was born here in the U.S. in Maryland. I have 4 siblings. 3 of them were born in Haiti, and one of the other ones was also born in the U.S. He was born in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And did your parents ever discuss why they immigrated to the United States, and if so, what was their reason?
Yeah, for sure. Like, my dad shared that he came to America specifically to get a better education and to provide a better life for my mom and my siblings at the time, my 3 siblings at the time. Well, 2 of them at the time when he made the decision to come to America, because my mother was pregnant. He didn't really have much work or money in Haiti, and he knew that he had siblings in America and he could probably get a better life or make a better life for his wife and pregnant child. Well, yep, child. There you go.
Okay. All right. And when your parents immigrated, they settled in Maryland. And did they settle in Maryland, or did they settle in New York?
Well, when my father came, he went straight from, I believe he went straight from Haiti to New York, because he had and has some brothers and sisters that were there. So he had some support, a little bit of support there. So he went straight there. I believe my mother, because they didn't come at the same time. So when my mother came years later, I believe she started in Florida and then went to New York.
Okay.
A little bit after. Yeah.
Okay. And how did your father immigrate? Like, so did he apply for a visa, or how did that work?
Yes, he applied for a visa, and funny story, he was supposed to apply for both him and my mom, but because it was rumored in Haiti that when you apply as a married man, it's so much more difficult for you to actually get in, because they have to get you and your wife in, rather than if you just apply as a single person or just by yourself. Then you get in quickly, and then you can go through the process, whatever. So what he did was just apply for just himself and not for himself and my mother. And when he did that, he put on his application that he was single and just came over here by himself. And then after working, and then after when he got, I believe, his own citizenship or whatever, I don't know how the process was back then. That's when he got my mom, both my mom and my siblings, to be able to come to the U.S.
Okay. So he did have some support in New York. Now, when they finally got to Maryland, did they have support there from, like, Afro-Caribbeans?
I would say yes, from other Haitians. I don't know of any relationships they might have had with Africans or anybody else in the Caribbean, like Jamaicans or Trinidadians. I'm not sure. I've never heard of any other stories, but I do know that he had a cousin in Maryland who also helped him when he wanted to move from New York to Maryland. So that's how that happened.
Okay. And how do you think that this lack of support, this support actually influenced his assimilation or acculturation to American society?
How do I think? Repeat again.
how do you think that this support influenced or helped him to acculturate to American society?
Um, it was a great help for my dad, I know, because he didn't know, he didn't know anything about the US. And so the fact that he had, a brother or sister or cousins here in the US to help him navigate, to really teach him the ropes. Okay, like, you need to do this is how you catch the bus, you can get a job. Like, I believe one of his first jobs was to be a taxi cab driver in New York, and that's what he also kind of did in Maryland a little bit. And then he also learned the ropes of construction, so he was always really good with his hands. And so somebody some way helped, got him some type of job to do construction, and so that kind of like moved up the ladder, because I guess construction is always in demand. So it was, I think that really helped him.
So it allowed him to gain access to opportunities. Okay, got you. Now, when your father and your mother came, did they speak English proficiently? Or?
My mom, no. My dad, a little bit, because my dad really valued education. He loved education. He loved to read and he loved to learn. So even if he wasn't in school, he would always teach himself or be around people who are more educated than him so he can pick up from them. So I believe, from what I can remember, he had a little bit. Maybe he wasn't too fluent, but he did have some of his, some English.
Okay. And how do your parents characterize themselves or categorize themselves ethnically or racially?
I don't really know. I can assume, but we never had that specific conversations like, oh, how do you identify yourself, mom or dad? Like, and I think that's because not us as Haitian culture, but my family, the culture we kind of grew up in within our own household, we never put too much what's the word I'm looking for?
Stock.
Yeah, sure. We never put too much stock on us being black or us being Haitian. Like, yes, my parents really do identify as Haitian Haitians. I identify myself as Haitian American. And there are times where I would hear my dad talk about how sometimes he would be mistreated differently because he was black, but he never really just put so much into it, like so much emphasis onto, oh yeah, I'm black, or oh, I'm Haitian, and like it was not much of a conversation in our house. Like, we knew where we were from, and that was about it.
Okay. All right. So I know that you said they identify as Haitian, right? So how did that influence how they raised you? So, for example, like, who were you encouraged to befriend? How you were taught to identify yourself?
Yeah, race or like ethnic background or anything wasn't a huge issue. Not issue, but like a conversation in our household. And I think that's because of our religious background. Like, we identify as Christian, and my parents really, especially my dad, like, we first and foremost, like, we believe that we're Christian above anything and everything else. So yeah, our parents are from Haiti, but it's like at the end of the day, you're a Christian, so treat everybody else the same. So I never was persuaded to hang around more Haitians or more black or more Hispanics or more whites, or not hang around this. Like, I grew up in a melting pot, in an area that was literally a melting pot, and so I don't know, I never really looked at others differently. I acknowledged that I was different for sure, like in what I ate and how I dressed or whatever, but it didn't really bother me. So, okay. Yeah.
All right. And I know that you said that you identify as a Haitian American.
Yeah.
Are there differences between how you and maybe your siblings identify? So, for example, are there differences based on like the males and the females, or no?
Differences as in, like, what do you mean?
Like, for example, do some of your siblings identify as Haitian American compared to some identifying more as like a Black American?
Oh, okay. What? Well, no. My 3 siblings that were born in Haiti, they identify as Haitian. Maybe my sister, she was born in Haiti, but she might identify as Haitian American only because she came to America when she was 3 or 4. So although she was born in Haiti, her whole everything else is American. So that might be the only difference. And my brother and I that were born here in America, we identify ourselves as Haitian American because although we were born in America, the culture that we were raised on was Haitian, like the food, church, the music, and just everything. The language is just Haitian culture. So yeah.
Okay. And do you think that because of where you lived, that allowed you to, because you had support and you were surrounded by other Haitians, do you think that allowed you to hold on to that Haitian identity, to say I am Haitian American?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I grew up in a neighborhood that was very much so a melting pot, so I had all different types of races and ethnicities around me. But I went to a Haitian church, and that's every week, and sometimes 2-3 times a week. And so some of my closest friends are from there or in there, and so yeah.
Okay, so now you're here in Florida. And there are lots of Haitians here too. And like, do you see differences between those Haitians and the Haitians that you were surrounded by growing up? And if so, like, what are those differences?
I don't know if I want to say those differences on camera.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
JK. But not really. The Haitians here, from what I've realized so far, I feel like they're still in Haiti. Like, I don't feel like they've actually, at least the ones that were born in Haiti and then came here, not the ones that were just born here, but the ones that were born in Haiti and came here, whether it was years ago or recently, they still have the mentality that they're still like in Haiti. I don't know if this makes any sense, but it's just like you can tell that they haven't really assimilated to the American culture or embraced their own culture while mixing a little bit of the American culture and just being free in who they are. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
I'll keep it at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are differences between the Haitians that you grew up with compared to the Haitians here.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing your experiences.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.